coach of the New York Liberty. It's an organization that I've admired from afar for so many years. I've been in this league for 22 of the 25 years as a player and a coach. And I've been particularly impressed, obviously, with the new ownership. And I'd really, really want to just express my gratitude to Joe and Clara and Ollie and Jonathan for, the faith that they've shown in me to lead this team forward and, for the next few years and hopefully that we can have sustainable success. Our goal is to win a championship. I think that would be great for the Liberty organization, of course, but also for the WNBA. I think Jonathan's put a really strong foundation, the team that he's put together over these last few years. So I'm excited to work with him and continue to add players that will fit with the core players that we have. And, I can't wait to, for free agency to start. I think there's opportunities for, a lot of growth individually and collectively in this team. And super excited to be able to have that opportunity to lead them forward. But just going back to Joe and Clara, I just loved our conversation that we have. I think we're really aligned in our vision. And I loved, obviously, their investment, their passion, passionate about the league, and they care. They care for the whole organization. And so that, makes me really happy. And I have a really good working relationship with Jonathan. So I look forward to that. I've met some other staff. I can't wait. I spent some time in Brooklyn when we played there last year, and I really loved the area, obviously the facility. So yeah, excited to get going and excited to work with the talented roster that we have in place, and to put my style of play onto the game and have that success. And it really does, Clara spoke about it. It starts with, just building a winning culture. And I think they're on the right track here. This was a new team really last year. So many new players, really good players, had a few injuries. But I think if, you get them healthy, they have more time together, build that cohesive unit, add a few players that we know that can help us be better. I think it will put us in a great position to win more games than we're going to lose. And, I think people that have known me, I've been in the league for a long time as a coach. 8 years in Phoenix. You may not have thought it, but I am a defensive coach first. And I think that's an area that will be the focus from day one for this Liberty team. We have to be a better defensive team if we want to win championships. That's what it takes. And it's a 5-player defense. Everyone's engaged and buying in and playing tough and playing together and building that trust. That's critical. Offensively, I think, we can score more points. We can run more. I want to have a selfless basketball team. It's about playing together and it's good to great. Yeah, we've got our superstars and obviously they're always going to take the most shots there, but you want to play a style of basketball. It's ball player movement and making sure we're getting great possessions. But look forward to, like I said, I've talked about the talented roster. It's just putting those players in positions where they can have great success. So excited about the challenge ahead, and I can't wait to meet a lot of you that obviously media that are in New York, and can't wait to get there and joining just such a great organization. The future was going to happen for me, but very, very thankful and grateful for the trust that Joe, Clara, Ollie, and Jonathan have given me, and it's exciting. It's a new team. It's a very talented team. Sabrina, Benija, Tasha, Semi, and the list goes on. And Jonathan's put together some really good core group together, and I'm excited to work with them and to see, how much, further. I know we will be a better team in 2022, and it'll take a lot of hard work and commitment. But I think these players are ready for that. I think having good health will help, and the new players will have more cohesiveness. But, I like to see myself as a servant leader. I want to put an environment in place where they can continue to grow individually and collectively. And being a former player, relationships are important. I think that's how continue to help them to be the best, not just players, but also people, and excited about the opportunity and challenge ahead.
Yeah, and I'll second that. I think something that kind of gets lost here is that, as Sandy just mentioned, she is a former player. And so she can relate to these players in ways that other people can. I think that's really important. I also think that I'm really excited for her to come into a new situation. She had such continuity over there for so long that now Sandy gets to come in fresh and implement her culture, her identity from day one. And so that's some of what we've talked about and what we're excited about for 2022. we got off to a really great start. And then, hey, we beat Washington, and we were really competitive, as we just talked about, against Phoenix in a single elimination playoff game. And that all feels great. But what happened in between? And I think we were something like 2-9 in our last 11. I think there was an 8-game losing streak. And so when we evaluated everything and we saw how these pieces were fitting together, we saw that we were the 6th seed largely without Natasha at the break. What do we need going forward? And for us, it was truly experience. It's somebody that's proven. It's somebody that's battle tested, because no longer are we in a situation where the 8th seed is our goal. We're looking for sustained playoff success. And so we have somebody now at the helm that has coached close to, I think, 300 some odd regular season games. We've got 40 plus playoff games. We've got advanced level preparation and single eliminations. Obviously those are gone now, but it just shows to the coaching acumen. And so for us, it was, how do we raise our ceiling? And a change at the head coaching position was where we netted out there. And I think, having come here today, I couldn't be more excited that Sandy is the new leader of this team, because I have immense belief that she's going to take us where we want to go.
For a very long time, you know, personally too, you know, other people that know him, and look, just our relationship that we've had with the start of this process, our communication that we've had, it was easy. You know what I mean? I think, and I've always said that and I've said that taking a new opportunity, a new head coach job, you want to make sure you have a great working relationship with that person that is forming the team with you. And I have that already with Jonathan. I think we clicked from day one. I think we were very aligned on what we thought this team's potential could be and what we needed to do to get there. And like, he's the GM and he's totally invested, and that's great. You know, I can annoy him every day, any day, at any time of the day. And you know, that's great. And that's his job. And I think he's done a great job of putting the players that have in place now, and excited to see what we can do in free agency together about the ownership around the league. And I just knew it was just, they're totally invested. They're very engaged. They're passionate about the growth of not just New York Liberty, but about the WNBA. And, you know, it's been, I've had an enjoyable 8 years here in Phoenix, and I'm going to, you know, I think could possibly be the best organization in the WNBA. So I think that was, for me, it was more like, oh yeah, that would be a great job, a great situation with a great roster and ownership. I want to be a part of that. Now, you know, I'm just grateful that it all worked out, Holly. So, you know, and I think it's, you know, it's New York, and I think the future definitely looks bright. And, you know, I'm just happy I get the opportunity to lead this with Jonathan.